Hello and good evening to your next instalment of the Football League Adventures podcast. We're back. I'm back. He's back after a week away. There wasn't any podcasts Wednesday or Friday because I started one and just didn't feel well and stopped halfway through. But I am back, fighting fit, ready to go. Well, I'm back.
Yeah.
Still feel a bit rough. But I'm back. We're back. And we are going to be running through the championship. Performance of the weekend. Team of the weekend. And then we just go from there. So, Mike, how's it feel to be back?
That's great. Get another weekend of Football League under the belt.
Yeah, exactly. I watched that division above the championship, and I've got to say it was very boring.
Yeah, it was not very entertaining.
I turned it off halfway through.
Yeah, it wasn't very entertaining.
No. But we are here to talk about the greatest leagues in England, which is the championship to non-league. You will be getting your non-league feast, so don't worry. They are coming. I'm just going to let them play a couple of weeks, and then you'll get your non-league reviews. But yeah, so we start with the championship, and we're going to start with game of the weekend. I'll let you have this start.
Oh, it's got to be Millwall Bristol City, surely.
Okay.
Absolute end to end. It was like a bit of a basketball game, really. Millwall, by the looks of it, they're liable to concede a goal.
They are this season.
And to be fair to someone's Bristol City prediction, they actually don't look half bad. Their signings, proving a point. They lost a big player to Middlesbrough literally the day before, and he didn't miss a beat, really. Yeah, got the 3 points. Thoroughly entertained watching that game. Thank you very much.
No, they came back to win it 4-3. I think with not long to go, was it?
88th minute winner.
88th minute. There you go.
I love 88th minute winner.
The literally dying minutes of the game. At the moment, Bristol City have proved me wrong, but there is still 44 games to go yet. Anything can happen. But yeah, I agree that was a good game. Good, 7-goal thriller. My game of the weekend is a little bit different to you.
How would you go?
Mine is game and team performance of the weekend.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah.
So I've got to give it to QPR. After seeing them the first game of the season, and West Brom just tore them apart.
They just out muscled them.
Yeah. I've got to give it to QPR that day because they were 2 down. They went down to 10 men, and they managed to put it back and get a draw, a 2-2 draw out of the game. So for me, not only was that my game of the weekend for the championship, but also team performance to, not get torn apart anymore and still manage to come back from 2 down.
I thought they looked like they had absolutely nothing at 2-0 down, and then the player got sent off. I'm not entirely sure what he got sent off for. I'm guessing he said something to either the fourth official or the assistant referee, because there was a lot of commotion down on the bench.
Yeah.
He got booked 4 minutes before that, and then he gets himself sent off. But, I feel like sometimes a sending off can really rally a team. And Sheffield United, I think, got a little bit overconfident. Thinking, the game was done. They're down to 10 men. They sat deeper. And credit to where it's due to QPR, they salvaged the draw, which, I still think they're in trouble this season.
Yeah. Oh, they're going to be fighting relegation this season.
At least they showed a little bit of fight in when coming back to salvage draw. My team performance of the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
It's a little bit of humble pie with this one, maybe, but yeah, Derby. It helps when you get gifted a goal from inside your own half when they decide to play a back pass from their own attacking corner. Great, but well taken goal. And to be honest, Middlesbrough didn't really trouble them that much. A couple of chances off the woodwork, but for all intents and purposes, Derby did quite a good job of seeing that one out. Seeing as back in the Championship is really, got the tip to calm down.
Yeah.
Credit, again, credit where credit's due. Team performance of the weekend for me.
Yeah, I think what I'm going to do is at the end of the season, if Derby Stab, I'm going to buy you some pie, and you're going to have to eat it on the end of season review.
Only if I can do the same thing for you with Salford City.
Oh, Salford are going down. There's no doubt they're still going down.
Fair is fair.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's fair in that one. Who have you got for player of the weekend then?
I've got to say, player of the weekend, to be brutally honest, I haven't really looked. Player of the weekend?
It's poor form.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, player of the weekend, I haven't really looked. But who did you have?
Norwich supports with goalkeeper. They were under siege for most of that game, and clean sheet, well-earned point. Goalkeeper played his part.
Yeah,
beat all the time. So that's my.
I got to admit, I smacked my hand. I did not. Yeah, I didn't pick a player of the weekend. I just picked team and team performance of the weekend, and game of the weekend. So yeah, that was my bad. Yeah, but that is our championship review for so far.
Any other results you want to go through? I mean, Burnley 5-0 against
Burnley.
I mean, they look unplayable at the moment.
Okay, so team at the moment who I thought would struggle, but have come out of nowhere. Watford.
Yeah.
2 wins on the bounce.
Yes, Tom Cleverley's done quite a job there. The question is, how long does he stay in his job? Because Watford do like to sack a manager here or two.
They love sacking a manager more than Real Madrid and Chelsea.
But feel like Tom Cleverley's a really good fit. Got some really positive momentum at the end of last season.
Yeah,
and that's carried on into now. And they're scoring goals, keeping clean sheets.
Yeah,
it's pretty nice and pretty good start. But I think Burnley are running away with this, to be honest.
Burnley going to go straight back up, and I think if they go up though, they won't be a yo-yo team. Scott Parker is a little bit different to Company.
Yes.
Company fought. You watch it in the season 2 of Mission to Burnley.
You watched it, yeah. I do need to do that.
So I watched 4 episodes. So I watched it all the other day, and you can see Company thought they were going to go up and they were going to stay up, and he thought that they were bigger
come across as quite arrogant.
Yeah,
and that's I feel like was part of probably their problem last season. They ran through the Championship, and then they thought they had then the right to stay in that division because they were setting Championship records left, right, and centre. They legitimately were one of the best teams to ever have come out of the Championship in terms of how they won that league.
Yeah.
Nobody does that in the Championship the way that Burnley did that season. But I tend to agree, if they go off, as long as Scott Parker can not fall out with anybody above his head, they will probably stay in the league.
I think Scott Parker now has got a bit of a head screwed on him, because you don't go and call out your board after getting smashed 9-1 to Liverpool. And they'll be like, well, they've never given us it, and then you're going to get sacked. No, they made a good appointment in Scott Parker. I think this is now at a club where he can build something, and Burnley's sort of the right one to do it. But yeah, I mean, Tom Cleverley, not an amazing player when he played, but he's making a better manager.
Yeah, as we've discussed though previously, great players don't always make great managers. Like, all right, Rooney's kind of recovered a little bit after getting stuffed over the day. They won eventually in the Carabao Cup game, although they took a long time to get going, and a point at home in their opening home games. It's not, they'd like to win, but better than lose. You don't want to. They didn't want to lose too many games quickly, and if they'd lost 2 on the bounce, it really would have started to turn the screw on.
Yeah, the fans would turn them.
Because you could hear a bit of it, because I watched some of the Plymouth Carabao Cup game. You could hear smatterings of it, especially at half time.
Yeah,
it wasn't it wasn't like they weren't booed in, but they weren't what I would call applauded in either.
No.
It was just kind of at least from what it sounded like in the stadium, it was kind of okay, yeah, it's half time. We don't really know what we've watched.
No.
But we're not unhappy with what we've seen. We just don't know what we've seen.
Yeah, exactly. And I think it's only a matter of time now. I think Plymouth will struggle. I don't think he'll be there all season.
I'll be surprised if he still has a job in January.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, there was only a couple more things I wanted to get your opinion on. Preston, it's got to be the quickest. We're talking about Watford sacking managers. Preston have now done 2 in 2 weeks.
Yeah, and have you heard who the favourite is?
Yes, Scott Lindsay. Yes, I did hear that.
Oh,
I don't. He'll be realistic. He'll probably go because his team in the Championship and the team in theory should do well. But there's no real reason to get rid of Rob Holding game into the season. And then this caretaker's also been given the boot after 2 games when he was supposed to have like a 2-month trial, and they booted him after 2 games.
Yeah.
So it's just, I feel like there's probably a little bit of a poison chalice, that hot seat, to be fair.
But Preston have always been that club that they're not, that no way are they a promotion push side, but they're not a relegation side.
No, they are the different definition of like a mid-table.
20 years ago, they were a team that you'd think, I think they're going to go up, and they did have that little time where they could have.
And they flirted with the playoffs a lot, didn't they? Pretty much every season they were comfortably in the playoffs.
And it just didn't work for them. I don't know what it is with some clubs. Is it a curse? Is it I don't know, they fall at the last hurdle because it's too much pressure. Just don't know, but they were a club that they could have been Premier League, but they just fell.
It's kind of hovering around it.
Yeah.
And would you make a Leeds start to the season now that we're 2 games in the Carabao Cup in?
They're struggling because they've lost big players.
You can see it as well.
Yeah, you said that with the transfers that they've got. They've lost Somerville, massive. Is it Archie Gray? And who's the one that Brighton have had a bid accepted
for? I can't say his name.
Yeah, we go Ritter.
Ritter.
He's on his way, so that's another massive player.
They look, just watching them Saturday, they look really disjointed. They couldn't work out whether they were trying to play out the back and that got them into trouble a couple of times, or whether they wanted to hit the ball long, which is where they generated a couple of their chances from.
Yeah.
I think Daniel Farke's been given a really difficult situation to try and handle, and I think what we said is going to probably come true. I think they're going to struggle.
Yeah.
There'll be probably a low to mid playoff team, or there'll be one of the teams that will finish literally just outside of, but I feel like now they're definitely, I don't think they'll struggle to go up. Certainly automatically anyway.
Yeah. It's going to be a struggle for them. I think it's gonna be an interesting season. Very interesting, especially with Sunderland decimating Sheffield Wednesday in 23 minutes. I watched the game, and Sunderland was just a different level compared to Sheffield Wednesday.
It's like Sheffield Wednesday decided to replace himself with Plymouth, the team that they just ran over, because they got run over themselves.
Yeah, Sunderland were all over him for the 90 minutes. Sheffield Wednesday had their moments, but when you've got that, I think it's Luke O'Nien.
Yeah.
What a player. Really, he's gonna be a really good player. He's young as well.
They do generate some good young, they built some good young forwards in Sunderland.
Yeah.
And you got now at West Brom that scored a hat-trick opening weekend of the season.
Yeah, and you got Joby. He won't be as good as his brother, but he's got the potential to do it, and I think he probably will go Germany if a bid comes in.
If a bid comes, I reckon he's going to end up a lot like kind of a Tom Ince. He's a good, or a Kiefer Moore. He's a great championship player, but that's probably his ceiling level. I think technically he might struggle if he would.
His brother's a different different
Yeah,
class altogether.
That's what I mean. I think for Jovi's, he'll be a good, great championship player. And I think maybe next level up.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get a move to a team in Germany that can, take the time to develop those players, and we'll play them and we'll help them with the technical side of the game. That's will then be his ceiling if he's not gone by the end of the season.
Yeah, exactly.
My humble opinion.
Yeah, no, that's fair. But ladies and gentlemen, for the championship review, I think that is it. We sort of put across what we want to say. I think it was another good weekend for championship football, and I can't wait for this weekend.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the fixtures for this weekend. There's a couple of standouts. So I would kind of mention QPR Plymouth. I feel like already that's got the big classic relegation 6-pointer written all over it.
Do you know, I looked at going to that and I thought, oh no, actually, because for all I know, it could be 0-0. Could be a ball draw, or it could be a 4-3, 4-0, 5-0, whatever, depending what team wants to turn up.
Yeah, I feel like QPR will probably win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they're going to kind of take anything from coming back from 2-0 down against Sheffield United, they want to beat, they need to beat.
That game's just piqued my interest. Borough Portsmouth.
Borough Portsmouth's another one, but I'll tell you which one piqued my interest from what we were talking about earlier.
Sunderland Burnley. That's going to be a good one.
That, for me, is probably that game and probably the weekend. On paper, that's a game of the weekend.
Yeah.
High scoring teams, free flowing teams.
Yeah.
That for me is an absolute. It's disappointing that's not on telly, to be fair.
Yeah.
Because that could be an absolute barn burner of a game.
Yeah, that's going to be a good game. So I think we've got our game of the weekend sorted.
Yeah.
So yeah, but yes, we're gonna leave it there. Again, as always, the channel is growing. Video that came out the other day is now sitting on 2.9 thousand views.
Nice.
And that was only from Saturday.
That's tuned in for that.
Yeah, thank you again, and just thanks to everyone that watches, and just want to help the channel keep growing. And the more you watch, closer I'm getting monetized. And as soon as that happens, I start earning money, and the money that I earn from it I can put back into the videos and
Upgrade the quality.
upgrade the equipment as well, and just produce the best footage that I can, which I like to think I do at the minute. Like I think I'll bring you good videos, entertaining videos. So yeah, but until next Monday, that is the championship review. We're going to leave it there. I'm Lee.
Bye.
Bye bye.